What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video. Now shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. And in today's Division 2 video, we are going to discuss nerfs in this game. We're going to discuss why some of these people are already calling for nerfs. It's like the moment they even said that, it was like facepalm, facepalm, facepalm. Because, yeah, I mean, why not? You know, why not? Let's talk about this. I'll break it down. I'll let you know how stupid these people sound. And I'll explain a few things, not only that have happened in the Division 2's history, but also the Division 1, and kind of get everyone to understand what's going on with the future of this game and why all of these overreactions and drama kids want to call for nerfs. It's been a week, right? 1 week after the update. Oh, God, here we go. Anyways, sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like. Subscribe if you are new. We have already hit over 42,000 subscribers, and we're still going, baby. So don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. That way you can see every time I post a Division video, which is every day. So, all right, let's jump into this, shall we? So, the build in question, let's just, here's a normal one. All right, so normal Heartbreaker, right? And everyone is up in arms because you can stack it up with the rock and roll shotgun or the ACS-12. Basically, it's just a shotgun with a really high rate of fire, and we all know that shotguns release not just one bullet, but it releases multiple pellets. And you get multiple hit markers with your shotgun because that's the way shotguns work, unless you're using, buckshot. Now, the problem is that each of the shots from the pellet of the shotgun increases a stack. And that's how you get your stacks up immediately, whether you're using Heartbreaker or Striker or anything else that requires stacks, that is. Now, it's funny because people are calling for nerfs right now, but they didn't give a shit about it with Striker. And they didn't give a shit about, the Pestilence getting stacks on skills. They didn't care that Striker was getting stacks on skills. But because Heartbreaker is the first new toy in nearly 2 years, and everyone wants to use it because it's brand new. No shit, everyone's going to use it. It's brand new. You're going to give me a new weapon? Guess what? Look. Ooh, wow. I'm using the new weapon. You're going to give me a new gear set? Oh, wow. I have the new gear set on. No shit. That's how the game works. They give us new stuff, and we want to play with the new stuff. But to sit here and ask for a nerf within the first week of it being released is some baby back bullshit. It's so stupid. The amount of intelligence it needs to say, we need a nerf, it's the equivalent of an elementary school kid. You don't need any sort of intelligence to say we need a nerf. You need to test it out. You need to properly use it, not just for 2 days and go into the dark zone and say, oh, everyone has Heartbreaker. Oh, we must nerf it right now. Yeah, well, everyone had Striker on for a week whenever they reworked Striker, didn't they? Weird. I mean, everyone's still using status effects builds, aren't they? Weird. Everyone's still using big shields with pistol builds, aren't they? Weird. Like, it's just because this is the new thing. Everyone wants to use it. Like, no shit. Everyone wants to use it. It's been nearly 2 years. Like, I would be really shocked if no one was using it. I would say that this whole thing's a flop if no one wanted to use it. But the fact that everyone does, it scares all of these people. They're like, oh, God, I can't go into the dark zone without seeing Heartbreaker. Yeah, no shit, dude. And when everyone is level 90, you're going to see everyone have the Catharsis mask on as well. And then what? You're going to ask for a nerf for that? Oh, wait, no, because that fits certain people's play styles. So we won't ask for a nerf for the Catharsis, but we'll ask for a nerf for the Heartbreaker because anyone can pick it up immediately. It's just childish is what it is. It's the equivalent of back in the day. You guys remember people were asking for nerfs for the Eagle Bearer because they couldn't get the Eagle Bearer, so they just wanted everyone else to get nerfed because they couldn't use it correctly? or they couldn't use it at all. It's kind of the same shit here. It's like, oh, you're mad that everyone's using the new toy? Oh, weird. But so you want to nerf it because it doesn't fit your play style. And everyone knows that within a month or two, they're all going to revert back to their other builds, whether it be a healer build, a status build, a skill build, a normal DPS build. Because this build, it only really shines in two areas, whether it be up close and personal with your shotgun or whether it be mid-range with your assault rifle. But that's about it, which is funny because you can easily counter this build at range with a real DPS build or a sniper build or a rifle build, or you can easily kill them up close with, say, a Hunter's Fury build. There's so many different ways you can counter this shit. And everyone's up in arms because of this. Look at that. I shot 20 rounds and I already have 100 stacks. That's why people are pissed off. Okay, I get it. I mean, that could be an easy fix, but why would they fix this one thing with this one gear set when you can do this with Striker? Why fix this when you can build your Pestilence stacks up on skills? Why not fix that? If you're going to sit here and fix this, why not fix the status effects builds that do PvE damage in the Dark Zone? If you're going to bitch about this, why aren't you bitching about the invisible ladder glitch? Why aren't you bitching about the skill glitches? Why aren't you bitching about all the other things that are wrong in PvP? Oh, that's right. It's because this is the big new toy. Everyone wants to use it because it's easy to use and it's brand fucking new. It's new. Everyone's going to use it. So to sit here and say we need a nerf within a week is some dumb, ignorant, it's just stupid. It really is stupid. And if you're sitting there calling for a nerf within a week of this being released, you're dumb. You're dumb. Because we tested it in all 3 phases of the PTS, and they straight up said it is okay. There are no problems. We even showed the devs. And the funny thing is all of these people talking about let's nerf it, they didn't play the PTS, did they? Oh, weird. Or they played the PTS for the first phase, bitched about it, and then never went back and tested it. They didn't sit there and send the devs different notes to tweak this or tweak that. They didn't do any of that. All they're going to do is sit here and bitch about it because now it's in the Dark Zone. So now, oh God, everyone's using it. Oh no. You can easily adapt. They did this crap with Gear 2.0 and everyone freaked out. They did this with Intimidate Adrenaline Rush and everybody freaked out. They did this with Hunter's Fury and everybody freaked out. Oh my gosh. Obviously, you can understand. I'm riled up. This is a rant video, obviously, and it's just ridiculous. Now, the fact that people are up in arms at this is a clear indicator that this game needed some more love in TLC. Because once we get the next gear set and brand set, people are going to sit there and say nerf that too. And I don't think that's right. I think that if you're going to do anything, you should tweak certain things in certain sets. I think that there are certain brand sets and gear sets that need more love. I mean, with the introduction of Uzina Getica, 511 is now obsolete. You can get the same and more out of a 3-piece Uzina than you can out of a 3-piece 511. So why not rework that? There's one option. You can revamp 511, make that one different. Or you could revamp other gear sets that need help, like Aces and Eights. Once Aces and Eights was nerfed into the ground and reworked, no one uses it. No one. You might have one sniper here or there, but to get like a really hard-hitting sniper build, you do not need to use Aces and Eights. So why not rework that? There's certain areas that you could buff to make it a even playing field if you really feel like that, I don't know, scared of Heartbreaker. Heartbreaker is simple. It's so simple to counter. Look at this one build, shall we? This one build right here. This is my Old Faithful. I know that no matter what, I can throw this build on, go play some PvP, and I can beam people from halfway across the block. Not only that, but they can't get their heartbreaker stacks because they can't even get close to me. And that is like right there. There's a counter right there. Boom. Not only that, but how many people are running one of those anti-pulse builds? Weird, right? Hey, look, here's one right here. If I go down to stats, oh man, 100% pulse resistance? Oh, weird, right? And the funny thing is that those pulse resistance builds really do work. They really do. And the problem that everyone is facing with the new Heartbreaker gear set is that they compare it up with that linked laser pointer. So let me just remind you of one small detail that people aren't talking about. This linked laser pointer and the laser pointer from the demolitionist specialization and the scope from sharpshooter and all of the other attachments that you can get through your specializations are all being reworked. All of them. All of them. The specialization, the entire specialization system is being reworked. And the fact that people are not putting that into their discussions is a clear indicator that they don't know what they're talking about. And even the devs were talking about how they already have different changes coming into play when it comes to those specialization revamps, especially with pulse resistance, because pulse resistance is built into every single specialization. And guess what? It's not going to with the new specialization revamp. And guess what? I could probably put some money down to the side that these weapon attachments are either going to become universal for everybody or they're going to take them out when they do the specialization revamp. Either way, the specializations are getting completely reworked from the ground up. The only difference is the only things that are going to stay the same are going to be the actual specialization weapon. They're going to change the entire leveling up. They're going to make a linear and a skill tree system at the same time. And that skill tree is going to be customizable for each specialization. So you can pick and choose what you want in what spots. Now, with that being said, you're probably not going to be able to get the linked laser pointer as easy, if at all, whenever the specialization revamp comes out. Just like how you get your pulse resistance up to you can get it up to 130. You could probably get it up past 130. And people are thinking, oh, that's just going to stay in the game. It's not. They are reworking the specializations, which guess what? The pulse resistance is probably not going to be in the specializations anymore because look how easy it is to get over 100%. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. There are different ways you can counter this gear set that people are not putting into account. They're just saying, oh, well, I can run around with a shotgun and boom, 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 I get my armor. And it's like, yeah, you could. But what if you're going up against, I don't know, say a big shield that you can't? What if you're going up against a tanky Lady Death Hunter's Fury build and they melt you? What if you're going up against a sniper and you can't even get close to them? What if you're going up against a spotter build and they can actually beam you from halfway across the block? You're not going to get your stacks up. There are different counters to this. What if someone throws down a tier 6 hive and you're running at them trying to get your stacks up? You're going to die before you even get your stacks up. Oh, what if I'm running a status effects build and I shoot you with a burn sticky while you're trying to phase tank me with a shotgun? Guess what? It's not going to work for you. There are so many different counters to this gear set that these people are not mentioning. They don't care. They're just like, oh, it's new, it's shiny, we must nerf it. Nerf it right now into the ground. Ugh. And what everyone's not understanding is that this is the honeymoon phase. This is what happens every time we get something new. The Eagle Bearer came out, everyone and their effing mom jumped into Dark Hours trying to get the Eagle Bearer. The Ravenous and Regulus came out, guess what? Everyone and their mom tried to jump into the Iron Horse and get those. Same thing with the Capacitor and the Summit. Same thing with Ridgeways and the Summit. Like, how many people are running Bleed builds right now? How many people are running Armor Region builds right now? Like, you guys are so fixated on the one new thing added to the game that you are completely blinded to the fact that there are hundreds of other builds you can use, and over a dozen of which can counter this gear set. It's that simple. And not only that, but as soon as the specializations revamps come into play, that's going to change all of this as well. There's so many different aspects that these people are not letting you in on, and they're just saying nerf it. I see it in the dark zone right now everywhere, nerf it. And it's like, yeah, you're going to see it in the dark zone right now because it's brand new. Like, it's, man. And it's like one of those discussions where it's like, are you really thinking about it? Are you really testing this out? Or are you just upset that you go into the dark zone and everyone's using Heartbreaker? Would you rather everyone use Heartbreaker, or would you rather just everyone go back to their burned stickies? Would you rather that, or would you rather everyone just run around with a big shield and a Regulus? Would you rather that, or you rather people just run around with snipers? Like, there's so many different things that are out there. Like, would you rather have this in the dark zone, or keep the invisible ladder glitch, or keep the invisible walls, or keep the PvE damage on the PvP skill builds? There's so many other things that could be helped to not only build more build diversity, but to also fix the quality of life of the game. And I think Heartbreaker is not diminishing the quality of life of this game. In fact, I think it's quite the opposite. I think it's a brand new thing that everyone wants to try out and use, and I think it's actually helping. Whereas, all the other things that I've mentioned have been messed up since, I don't know, day one. And it's just, I don't know. It's rubbed me the wrong way, if you can't tell. So again, just like when you had people calling for the Eagle Bearer nerf when they didn't even have the Eagle Bearer, now we have people calling for a nerf for a gear set that came out a week ago, even though we tested it for an entire month. I'm sorry that these people calling for nerfs didn't get to test it and they didn't get to see what it was like against all the other builds, but they should be able to see, give them a couple more weeks, and I'm sure they'll turn around. Because this being the honeymoon phase, just like with the Striker rework and just like with any other things added to the game, you're going to get a surge of people jumping in, trying it out, having fun, and then they're going to move back to the other builds that is more comfortable with their play style. I guarantee this is not going to be 99% of everyone's going to use it. Not at all. I don't even think that half of the people are going to use it. I think that majority of the people that are using it right now is because it's brand new. We haven't had anything new in nearly 2 years. And then the first thing they want to do is say, everyone's using this new thing. I want to nerf it. And it's like, dude, they're all using it because it's brand new. It's not super overpowered. It's brand new. There are counters to it. And there's going to be counters to it added in the future. It's just, it's a little premature. And yeah, I don't know. Those are my thoughts. Obviously, I made it loud and clear. I think that these people that are calling for nerfs not even a week after the update are just ill-advised, ill-informed, and they're just trying to push that to fit their play style, and they could give a shit less about the community. Anyways, let me know what you would do in the comment section below. Would you nerf this? And if so, how would you nerf this exactly? I would love to see what people think about nerfing this, because all I'm hearing in videos is let's nerf it into the ground. I've heard let's nerf it in PvP, but not PvE. I've heard let's just take away the armor. I've heard let's nerf, I've heard a bunch of different, variations of how they would nerf it, but I want to hear yours in the comment section below. So while you're at it, make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you are new to the channel. I do post videos every day. I do not post these rant videos that often unless I have something to rant about. And these people calling for a nerf within a week of this update, it's just pitiful. They haven't even tried the blue screen yet. They haven't even tried the catharsis yet. And the funny thing is half of these people calling for the nerfs, like all the other exotics, they just don't like the fact that people are using Heartbreaker in the dark zone. And that's pitiful. Just wait until you see the status effects builds and the blue screen in the dark zone. Just wait until you see the Dread Edict and the sniper builds in the dark zone. Just wait until you see all of the tanky, healer damage builds with the catharsis in the dark zone. There's going to be so many different things in play. And the funny thing is this is only week 1 of the update. So yeah, the new gear set is the easiest thing to obtain right now in the update. So yeah, of course, let's just call for a nerf because everyone can get their hands on it right now. But I guarantee that when everyone is using the catharsis, or when everyone is using, the blue screen, or when everyone is sitting there using the dread edict, or what's the other one? Hold on. Doo-doo-boop-a-doo. I think that was it. I mean, still. And not only that, but we're still getting more things added to the game. This is just the very first wave. This is the very first season. And to sit here and ask for nerfs just because it's been 2 years and you're used to whatever meta you've been using, and this is off script for you, it does not mean the entire community has to suffer because you don't feel comfortable running around people with the Heartbreaker gear set. Because guess what? When the Hunter's Fury gear set came out and everyone was using that, everyone was upset about that too. When Firewall came out and everyone was using Firewall, everyone was upset about that too. When the Gunner specialization came out and that bonus armor on the med kit was released, everyone wanted that nerfed. And guess what? It's not going to happen. It's in the game. They've already said after the 3 PTS phases that it's nice, that it's in a good spot. And all it is these people with loud voices are asking for a nerf because they don't feel comfortable playing against it. It's sad. Instead of calling for a nerf, how about you look at things that could use reworks or buffs? Or maybe you could look into how you could counter those builds. But instead, it doesn't look like they can. Therefore, they're just going to call for a nerf. I think it's lazy and premature. I think we should probably talk about this in about a month or so. That way, everyone in the community can get their hands on it, test it out, see what they like, don't like, and then address things if they need tweaks or something. But to sit here and cry that everyone in the Dark Zone is using Heartbreaker the week that Heartbreaker comes out, it's just sad. It's sad, and it's not going to go over well for those people. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I am sorry that I went on this rant. I promise I'll have another video today that isn't a rant video, but I thought it had to be said. Because at this rate, we just might as well nerf everything. Just nerf everything in the game. How dare they use that? Nerf it. And I think it's stupid. I truly do. I think it's stupid, and a lot of people are using that for clickbait. So, yeah, I'm going to end there. I could probably rant about this for a while, but I am going to stop. So let me know your opinion, and we will move on to the next video. Take care, everybody. I am Kamikazevondoom. I hope everyone is having a great weekend, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone. Peace.